Good morning, I'm Tavish from Brahm.ai, and today I'll be teaching you Flutter. So I won't be installing it, and I guess you'll know what Flutter is. So just to tell you, it's this framework for developing apps, cross-platform apps that are compatible on Linux, macOS, Windows, iOS and Android, mainly in iOS and Android. Web. That's what people use it for. I won't be teaching how to install this. You can check other tutorials on that. So it's gonna be a tutorial series, level, and at the end we'll be making a to-do app that stores your work and shows it to you. So let's get started. I'm just gonna go over the basics today. So you can see my terminal over here. I'm using Ubuntu. You can use any Linux computer. If you're using Mac, if you're using a Mac, it'll be basically the same thing that I'm doing. In Linux, in Windows, you can just open your file manager, go to whatever directory you want to go, new folder, and then inside that, open a terminal, open your command prompt and type flutter create dot. That's one way. Another way is using Android Studio. I prefer VS Code because it's like you have more control, and Android Studio is automatic. It's your wish after all. So in the start, it's gonna be a difference if you choose VS Code or Android Studio. After a while, it won't matter. The code's gonna be the same. It's just about the experience. So I'll just make a project. Yeah, so the command to do that is just make your directory. Let's make it to do app, mkdir to do underscore app. Go there, and here's the command flutter create dot. There you are. You have a Flutter application. Let's ls. You see all this stuff. So I'm gonna open it with VS Code dot. You can just open the VS Code app. Yeah, you could alternatively open the VS Code app and just go to file, open folder, and then navigate to whatever folder you made the project at. So here you can see there are a lot of directories. So you see this file pubspec.yaml. These are our settings, project settings, fonts, dev dependencies. You don't need to mind that. Think about that yet. You'll know the meaning of this stuff in a while, in some time. So here we have Android, iOS, lib, Linux, macOS, test, web. So in the lib folder we have our code, main.dart. Okay, so now we use Dart. Flutter uses Dart. It's a programming language if you don't know, and it has a syntax like C++ or C#. The typical. It's not hard. You don't need to learn Dart. You'll just be able to figure out if you know another programming language. Yeah, and this is not a beginner tutorial. If you want to make this your first video, your first learning, I wouldn't recommend you. If it's your first programming language, you shouldn't go with this. This is gonna fly over your heads in that case. So now first we import Flutter. That's normal. That's how you do it in Dart. Flutter material.dart. So Flutter is based on the material guidelines. You can use Cupertino also, Cupertino themes, but mostly always you'll use material theme because, like, I don't know, it's better. I mean, Flutter just does it so well, right? We'll start with basic themes and then go to better UI also. So here you can see class my app extends yada. It's a whole page. random stuff. You don't know you have no idea what this means, right? So first we're going to run this app. Here down you can choose where you want to run it. So I'm going to run it on a emulator, Pixel 3 for app testing, and it's going to launch it. Here it is. I think I've turned it off. Let me turn it on. And after I do that, I'll just go to run and start debugging, or just press F5. Yep. Oh, I didn't introduce myself. I'm Tavish Mankash from Brahm.ai. So let's run this F5. I normally use shortcuts, but I guess you're beginner, so I use the menus so now. But yeah, shortcuts are way better. So it's gonna compile the whole app and run it on our emulator. You can run it on a physical phone also. So what this app is, it's just a counter. You press a button and it increases your count. I'm going to explain what this means today. What is this? I can explain this actually right now. So void main, if you know, most programming languages have this main function which runs whatever you tell it to run. It's like the first thing, that it's a thing that runs like the first, right? So these are just classes, they don't run. So run app is a Flutter function. It's telling it to run my app. Just means that run this app class my app extend stateless widget. Okay, and it'll just display the whole UI after that. So here you are. You press the button and the counter increases. Fine. Not very cool, huh? Okay. I'm gonna divide this. Yeah, shit. At least on Microsoft. Yeah, come on. So leave the whole thing. And it's showing an error because my app doesn't exist. So let's make it. Control space class. Control space stateless stateful. Okay, stateless and stateful. Let's do that first. I think I shouldn't do it at the beginning. It's a bit too advanced, but let me explain it anyway. So when you're making an app, it could be a static app. What is like it could have a static page. Static page in the sense it's an app to show a menu card. Okay, a hotel menu. It probably never changes, and it changes and it does nothing. So stateless widget can't be changed. Its current state is like the situation it is at. If it's stuck at this, okay, it can't change its state. It can't go from 10 to 11. It's stuck at the same state. Stateful widgets have states. They can update themselves. Okay, so I always go with stateful widgets. Like, I don't know, you can use stateless widgets sometimes, but stateful is what you're gonna do normally. So I'm gonna name this my app. Awesome. So stateless widgets are a lot simpler, but yeah, I might want to show you a stateful-less widget also. Wait, stateless widget. Yeah, control space and then type stateless. It just automatically shows you. That's one thing you won't have in Visual Studio. So here if I put my app, it's simple. Like you don't have these two classes. But anyway, I'll explain this. So first class, you have this class, and it has this create state function that goes to expects my app state to give a response, return something that will be given to create state, and create state will create the first state of the app. I might not be great at the grammar of these things, but yeah, those are the basics. I don't know the wordings and stuff. Anyway, so it's returning a container class my app state at override widget build context. So this is the function that creates a widget. What's a widget? Oh wow, I can't believe I never told you this. A widget is any piece of UI in Flutter. It's called a widget. Okay, so widget build context. You know what? You can just ignore this stuff for now. If I explain this, just go way ahead. So kind of ignore me, and slowly you'll start getting stuff. Why this was needed? Why that was needed? Why do we need to do this? So just imagine all of this are things you have to do like compulsorily. You have no choice. Just do that and return container. This is where the magic happens. This is where we make our UI. So that we will see in the next video. We'll learn how to create a basic app with a simple UI. You know what? I'll just return a container, whatever a container is. You don't know that. You'll learn that in the next video. And look at our app. Control S to update state. And here it shows an error. Okay, maybe I've never done this. Let's return a material app. Yeah, you learn what a material app is in the next class. Let me run this again. This thing is called restart. This is reload, and you can just end it. And restart is normally like pretty good. Come on, please work. You know what? I'll be confusing you by doing this stuff in this video. Let's see you in the next video and make up basic app with an app bar, and that's it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't, and share it with your friends. Learn Flutter. Why do you want to learn Java or something? It's just gonna end in some time. You can't make an app for iOS. You have to code twice, you have to code thrice, you have to code 5 times for 5 platforms. Okay, see you in the next one. Bye.